Liam's balloon ride over London. Liam Bennett was not the kind of boy who stayed still. At just 10 years old, he had climbed every tree in his neighborhood, explored every alleyway, and once even tried to build a flying machine out of cardboard and coat hangers. It didn't work. He ended up in a bush. But the idea of flying stayed with him. He wanted to soar. Not in an airplane, too loud. Not in a helicopter, too fast. No, Liam wanted to float silently above the city, like a bird, or better yet, like a balloon. So when his grandpa surprised him with a ticket for a real-life, hot air balloon ride over London, Liam almost burst from excitement. Dr. Froze, the morning of the ride. It was a misty Sunday morning when Liam and Grandpa Henry arrived at the balloon launch field near Richmond Park. The sky was pale blue with streaks of cloud, and the grass was wet with dew. Dozens of colorful balloons were being prepared. Some were striped like candy canes, others painted like dragons or stars. But Liam's favorite was the one they were riding in, a deep red balloon with a golden lion stitched on the side. The pilot, a cheerful woman named Zara, greeted them with a grin. "Ready to see London like never before?" Liam nodded so hard his cap nearly flew off. With a loud whoosh, the burners fired, and the balloon began to rise. Up, up, and over. At first, Liam clutched the edge of the basket tightly, but as they rose above the treetops and the rooftops of London, his fear melted into wonder. Below, the Thames River curled like a silver ribbon through the city. He spotted the London Eye spinning slowly, red buses crawling like ants, and the shimmering dome of St. Paul's Cathedral catching the morning light. "Look!" Liam shouted. "There's the Tower Bridge." "And the Shard," Grandpa said, pointing. "That wasn't around when I was your age." Liam leaned over the side, wide-eyed. "It's like a map come to life." Zara chuckled. "That's the magic of ballooning. No engines, no noise, just wind and flame." A sudden turn. The ride was supposed to last an hour, but about 30 minutes in, the wind shifted unexpectedly. Zara squinted into the distance. "Bit breezier than expected," she said. "We may drift further east." Liam didn't mind. "More to see, right?" They floated over parks and railway lines, old brick buildings and glass towers. Liam even spotted a fox running across a rooftop. Then, whoosh! A gust of wind pushed them sharply to the side. "We're going fast now," Zara muttered. Liam looked ahead and gasped. They were drifting straight toward the Gherkin. The massive glass skyscraper gleamed like a bullet. "Are we gonna hit it?" he asked, eyes wide. Zara calmly pulled a cord, adjusting the burners. "Not today, young pilot. We'll go up and over." And just like that, the balloon rose higher. Above the Gherkin, above the skyline, and into the clouds. Above the clouds. For a moment, they were completely surrounded by mist. It was silent, peaceful. Then, breakthrough. The balloon popped out above the clouds, and Liam gasped. The sun shone brightly above them, turning the clouds into a sea of white cotton. Other balloons floated in the distance like bright-colored jellyfish. "It's like another world up here," Liam whispered. Zara smiled. "You're one of the lucky few who've seen it." Grandpa Henry nodded, his eyes misty. "When I was your age, I dreamed of flying too. Never imagined I'd do it with my grandson." Liam grinned. "Maybe I'll become a balloon pilot when I grow up." The unexpected adventure. But the adventure wasn't over yet. Suddenly, a small radio on Zara's belt crackled. "Winds shifting, coming in faster than predicted. Be ready to land sooner." Zara frowned. "Looks like we'll be coming down near Greenwich instead of the usual spot." They descended slowly, the basket creaking, the wind tugging at the balloon like a playful giant. Below, Liam could see the green domes of the Royal Observatory and the winding paths of Greenwich Park. But the landing field? Nowhere in sight. "We'll have to land near that clearing," Zara said, pointing toward a patch of grass just past a row of houses. As they descended, a group of kids playing football in the park looked up and cheered. "Oi, balloon boy!" one shouted. Liam laughed and waved. Zara skillfully guided the balloon down, brushing past the treetops, and finally landing with a soft thump in the middle of the field. People rushed over, some clapping, some taking photos. Liam climbed out of the basket, grinning ear to ear. The heroes return. Back at the original launch site, the ground crew had been tracking their flight and quickly arrived in a van. "You gave us a bit of a chase," one man said, as they helped pack up the balloon. "I got to fly over the gherkin," Liam bragged to anyone who would listen, "and above the clouds." That night, as Liam lay in bed, he looked out the window at the starry sky and smiled. "I'm going to build my own balloon one day," he said sleepily. "Maybe even take it around the world." Grandpa Henry, tucking him in, just chuckled. "With a heart like yours, Liam, I believe it." Years later. If you ever visit London on a quiet morning and look up, you might see a deep red balloon with a golden lion floating above the city. And if you squint closely, you might just spot a young man in a pilot's jacket, waving from the sky with a wide grin. That's Liam Bennett. He never stopped dreaming, he never stopped flying. And it all started with one balloon ride over London.